India has made clear time and again that without the borders being stable and peaceful, we cannot deepen this relationship. Swati, I'll keep coming back to you for the latest from Tianjin. Dr. Swaran Singh, among geostrategic circles, there was always talk that nothing substantial or big that we should expect from the SCO summit, but just the fact that India and China have had a separate relationship. We have been seeing this in the context of American tariffs, but we've had a relationship and we're marking 75 years of that relationship this year. But, just the fact that the timing of this summit perhaps couldn't have been coming at a better time with the kind of geopolitical challenges that both India and China have been facing, and therefore just the perfect message that perhaps both countries had been looking for.
If you look at the fact that normalization of China-India relations go back at least to October last year, because of this growing ratcheting up of relationship by President Donald Trump with India, increasingly the public perception is growing that perhaps that is the main driver as to why Indian Prime Minister is attending Shanghai Cooperation Organization. Second, what is a big takeaway or not so big takeaway depends on how we perceive the challenges in India-China relations. They have a fairly complex relationship with enormous tensions during last 5 years. So even incremental steps, you heard Prime Minister announcing direct flights to be resumed. And we have already seen, as you mentioned in the opening, India's focus is to resolve border first. And on that, after disengagement, the de-escalation is taking a little longer time because focus is in building atmospherics. And there you see already the Kailash Mansarovar Yatra is resumed. Border trade in Lipulekh, Shipkila, Natula is almost beginning to be revived. And the 24th meeting of special representatives did mention that we need to set up an expert group for water sharing as well. In fact, very interesting, the two more expert groups in that 10-point consensus include special expert group for border management. You heard Prime Minister in opening remarks saying we need to have trust to have better border management. Whether that group is to be constituted, in fact, they went step forward. The 10-point consensus spoke of setting up an expert group for border demarcation. Border demarcation is extremely next step. We have not moved there as yet. So even if there are incremental changes in bilateral relations, which I think are bound to happen after this meeting, which went 20 minutes beyond 40 minutes initially scheduled, is definitely interesting. But you also remember China and India are second and fourth largest economies today. So among world's top 4 economies, two are China and India, developing countries, Asian countries, neighbors. So when they come together, especially in a situation when all the countries, whether they are 10 members or 14 dialogue partners of SCO, they are all facing President Trump's tariffs. So even if SCO is supposed to look at security, it will look at economic issues as well.